Esa la tira. Program time.
Yo, mis saludos y respetos, full black. Mich Panseco Tlog Deshpa. Greetings to all my raza out there. Hopefully everybody's doing good. And I mean, what can I say? First and foremost, Tlazotlamati for the view. Tlazotlamati means thank you. And now, those of you who want to know or want to learn, can know. But hey, check this out. I got a good topic for the day. So, ya sabes the ritual. Kick up your feet, relax, get your pisto, or nomás pela la oreja if you're driving or if you're, doing other things. Learn how to multitask. Anyhow, so, listo?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Pues, say no more. Vámonos recio. Go fast, go fast. Right, my gente. Well, today I want to talk about $200 gate money. For those of you who know, or the ones that don't know, every inmate in California that does over 6 months, it's entitled to get $200 gate money when you parole. Everybody looks forward to that gate money. $200. Híjole. Wow. Damn. Ha. Really? Is that an insult? Could that be an insult nowadays? And I'm gonna give you guys my point of view and what I've been through. The times that I paroled $200. Híjole. Give you a little debit card, which I got to see the cash and the debit card. Pero with all them fees and withdrawal, que wooty woo woo woo, man. Yeah, $200 is kind of like a slap in the face. Where you have the good and the bad. You're always gonna have the positive outlook of the $200 going up to 2,500. Excuse me. And then you're gonna have the haters, with the people that are gonna think that it's a bad idea. I mean, a big question mark. Where's it gonna come from? Where's the feta gonna come from? So there's a lot to talk about, so stay tuned. Yeah, man. Well, I'll tell you, it feels good to be free. Hell yeah. I'm going on what? I think 3 years I've been out. So I tell you, it's a blessing. Feels good to be out here. Hey, what's up? So, the new bill, the SB 1304, authored by California Senator Sidney Kanlager, will soon be scheduled to be heard by the appropriate legislative committees. So we're still talking about it. They're gonna, I guess, put in their votes and maybe figure out a way where this money's gonna come from. Who's gonna pay is gonna be the taxpayers. I mean, I'm sure California can make it happen. I mean, there's been a big improvement from my perspective, my point of view. Not only that, but I've seen it myself inside. There's a lot of programs. CDC. Now there's CDCR. The R stands for rehabilitation. So they got to back up their play and really, really try to help people, get them back into society. Anyhow, going back to the gate money, they're talking about that extra amount of cash could be especially critical for people without family support. So the gate money bill would significantly increase assistance for Californians returning home from prison. And it says, with these related issues in mind, California lawmakers have the opportunity to significantly raise the amount of the state's release money to $2,589. A raise that is based on California's cost of living. Okay. So they're going by the economy. What we're living now, what it's the dollar worth now. What's the dollar worth? I don't know about you, but shit. Now when I break 100, it disappears like magic. Quick. Sadio fart. Anyhow, there were approximately 96,000 people in California prisons as in February 16, 2022. A number of that the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation expects to increase it to, wow, 100,093 inmates. The CDCR expects to increase that number. Yeah, so by June 30th of 2022, to the CDCR latest population stats. For those of you that don't know, there's a lot of programs being offered to individuals that have dates. They're getting kicked out maybe a year or two before their sentence is due. And these programs are almost like getting your freedom back. They're in there. I mean, they gotta, I guess, earn their little pass. They have a curfew. After so many months, they get to get a job, and when they work, they get to keep their paycheck. They put it away. They help them save. They help them little by little get back into society. Same thing with the lifers. A lot of people think, oh, they're gonna release all these killers and whoop-de-whoop, but nah, it don't work like that. A lot of these lifers are going to programs. They're going to these houses, halfway homes, where they still keep an eye on them. Their parole agent, the halfway house. There's rules and regulations. Any little thing you do, you're going back. You get a little taste of freedom. I mean, you don't want to mess that up. You have something to look forward to. At the present moment, individuals leaving prison don't have something to wear. And that's true. A lot of times they parole with their sweats, their shorts. And I mean, I don't know if, I'm sure people that done time know, but if you never done time, this is some information that you guys gotta know that in there, when you have your TV, your guitar, your sweats, your shoes, whatever you have, you leave behind. You don't bring nothing home. The only thing you bring home with you in a little bag is your pictures, your letters, and legal paper. Anything else in that, I mean, people, I mean, not cool. Not cool. Everybody knows that's pretty much a convict rule. Convict self-applied rule that everybody has doing time. And there is individuals, don't get me wrong, that do parole with their shoes. Fuck, everything sometimes. And man, them dudes get clowned. They look down on. You know, they, yeah, not cool. You leave that to the fellas that are in need. I mean, whether they use the shoes or they sell them for food or whatever, whatnot. I mean, hey, you're coming out to the free world where there's better things. Family members, the CDCR deducts the cost of a set of civilian clothes from their 200 gate money. Oh yeah, before I forget. For example, if individuals really leave everything behind, I mean, then they don't have nothing to wear. They cannot parole with state clothes, meaning the prison blues, the tops, bottoms, nothing that has prison logo, prison industries, which is PIA. You're not allowed to parole with that. You're not allowed to bring that home. But guess what? Yep. It comes out of your $200.
Oh, come on.
Come on. You kidding me? Wow. It comes out of your $200. Believe it or not. So where does that leave you pretty much? Already, I mean, 200, you take that off. I mean, shit. You're looking at what, $30 maybe altogether? Top, bottom, fucking boxers. I mean, shoes. Híjole. God help us. Yep. So, once out of the door, the re-entry process gets more difficult. Yeah, you bet, motherfucker. Back to the sub. Many of the California's prisons are in the middle of nowhere. Well, with the exception of Lancaster State Prison. Yeah, far away, man. I guess that's part of the punishment, to keep you far from your barrio, your neighborhood, making it hard for your familia to go visit you. I mean, and it works. It works because, to get out the sub, let's say, for example, you got a jainita growing up, you're young, I went through this myself, at a time, my first term, she didn't have a car. She had to borrow it every now and then from her mom, and every time there was, arguments, and it made it impossible. So that's where your love gets tested. But being young and dumb, hey, you know how that goes. Nothing's promised. Gets your family, your jainita, a little, uninterested in going to see you. Like, fuck. Little by little, they start distancing, and next thing you know, they leave. But hey, you got a date. Don't forget that. So once a motherfucker essay gets out, it's on and cracking. You know what I mean? Now they trying to call motherfucker, but guess what? Too late. Daddy. Getting home means paying for bus or train. That's another fee. Besides paying for your ropa, because let's say some of us don't have that support to get dress outs. By the way, I didn't mention that. You have options, and one of the options is to get dress outs. Dress outs are your family could send you a box, of course, with a pair of pants, top, and some ropa, an outfit, something to wear. But some people don't have that luxury. So, the state provides the clothes, the ropa, of course. You're not gonna put butt naked home. Man, I heard stories, but man, that's probably for another day. Anyhow, let me share this one real quick. There was this homie I met in the county that did like 12 years. He paroled from Pelican Bay, and that idiot, man, got out, went to go buy a beer, some cigarettes. That's what mainly a lot of people, they're always fiending for the cigarettes. I don't know why. He stole a little bit more understandable. This individual stole the fucking truck, I think. Tow truck. He was drunk, out of his mind, driving. Is almost getting home. He ran over a family in a bus stop. This was like in 2004, 5, 6, around there. It was all over the newspaper, the media, the news. Vato went back. He picked up life. Yeah, that's it. He got life. After 12 years, he was only out for a few hours trying to get home. And he didn't want to waste the remainder of what he had, so he stole the vehicle and made it home. Just a little story for y'all. Now, then to get a job or government assistance, which is GR, you must be able to provide social security number or a form of ID. So sometimes you gotta come out of pocket to pay for the ID and for the social free. Others must pay between $9 and $39. And to get an ID in California, you need your birth certificate. Obtaining a birth certificate represents yet another cost. As in January 1st, 2022, the cost to obtain a birth certificate from California Department of Public Health has increased from $32 to $36. What? Híjole. Woo wait. Ching. Ow. See, all of these cost fees can quickly cost a person's gate money to vanish within days or even hours. Nationally, a majority of state prison systems use JPay for money transfers to those in prison. So JPay, man, they doing it. And they're also providing that debit card for that $200 gate money. So here we go. This is the good part right here. The company has faced multiple lawsuits over a period of time. In October 2021 settlement, JPay agreed to pay $6 million in fines and restitution after the Federal Consumer Financial Protection CFPB, determined the company's prepaid debit card took unfair advantage of the approximately 1.2 million people who had received their gate money on cards since 2011, charging them a host of fees to access and use their money. Wow. Little by little, I mean, that minus accumulates, and I mean, how much are you left with? And you gotta think of housing, where you're gonna sleep, where you're gonna stay. I mean, those are for the ones that don't have a support system. Family, gets tough, man. That's why a lot of people sometimes fall back and end up back in the hood or doing the same things that got them in prison or jail. Yeah. Prison jobs for pennies.
Dude, crap!
For those who don't know, inmates get assigned to jobs once you get to your destination, where you're gonna do the remainder of your time, whatnot, and they pay you pennies. For real, serio, they pay you pennies, man. And it doesn't matter how much of a back-breaking, ass-kicking job it is. Incarcerated people, because of poverty, are forced to work for pennies on the dollar and then released with limited skills. Most of the time, the lockdowns didn't help. You know, most of the time there was war, gangs against gangs, faction against faction, and everybody was just slammed down in their cells, not really accomplishing anything for themselves or for the next man, as far as education, as far as skills, and preparing yourself to go home. These classes, these self-help classes do really come in handy. They do help an individual to see life, freedom from a whole different set of eyes. And that's good, man. It's good. It makes me happy to see a lot of camaradas, a lot of homies, a lot of dudes in general, just doing good for themselves, man. You know, to each his own. I'm not here to preach or change anyone's perspective, but hey, let's use our brains, man. God blessed us with a very powerful weapon, and that's our mind, our brain. If we know how to use it well, then man, just imagine Sky's the limit, bro. Serio. So, debating whether the gate money should go up or not, there's a big question mark. Where is this additional money gonna come from? Do you know? Shit. So, thinking of $200 gate money not being enough, sometimes you get tempted, to go back to your evil ways, to go back to that easy money. Experts often say that the first 72 hours after release are critical to determining whether a former inmate's path will lead away from prison or make a sharp U-turn. But what resources prisons provide to help people navigate those first moments on the outside varies widely from state to state. At the highest end, California and Colorado provide $200 and $100 respectively. At the lowest end, people in Alabama and Louisiana often leave prison with as little as $10 or $20. Híjole. It's not what you know, it's who you know, and that's why it's important, kids, to go to school, get educated. So like that, you grow up and get a good job, and maybe reach these seats, the White House, government jobs, be part of the Mesa, the legislative committee, where you have the power to be heard. You have the power to voice and make decisions that could benefit our people on these local barrios and neighborhoods. Que no? If you agree, let me get a Simon que sí. That's right. So the struggle is real, man. Many say that they're forced to make trade-offs between eating or buying practical items that can help them transition back into society, such as cell phones, professional clothing for job interviews. Wanna, show up with a little tie and that little, maybe a suit. Maybe that's too much, but just look casual, representable, and that's not free. It costs money. Anyhow, it says California gives newly released prisoners $200 to help make a new life. Clearly nowhere enough for a realistic new life. Serio. The 200 is the same as it was in 1973. So, in 1973, a loaf of bread cost 27 cents. Milk, $1.36. Gas, 65 cents. Híjole. You hear what I'm saying? I mean, we're paying $5 and cents, some change, for a gallon. And the median rental price for a 2-bedroom apartment was around $800 a month, according to resources. So imagine that. What's $200 gonna do? Back then in 1973, okay, take you long ways somehow to reintegrate back into society. A person needs a support system, which a lot of individuals, females or males, don't have. So according to Newsom, the state is committed to providing essential services to those who are returning home to their families and communities. Governor Gavin Newsom. If you guys are able to vote or get involved with your community by voting, go ahead, man, help out these people, because at the end of the day, it has a domino effect to our surroundings, to our environment. You might not think so, and you might ask yourself, how do so, Manny? Well,
Look around. These people don't get the help. They're gonna do anything in their power to survive. You see a lot of crime happening on the streets where these individuals are robbing these local people that are just at a restaurant, dining outside, catching them slipping, going to their car. They see you driving a nice fancy car, wearing a nice watch, dress, casual, looking good. They assume that you got money, so right away, they're trying to eat, they're trying to survive, so they're trying to come up. So that's how it affects us. That's one way that can affect the community.
Another thing, many people in prison are required by the court to pay restitution to their victims, as well as fees to their probation, parole officer. Missed payments could result in more prison time. And I've seen it myself, and I've heard it myself, where you got a Sally that doesn't receive money on his books because he owes restitution, and I think the percentage is 55%. Correct me if I'm wrong. So let's say they send you $100, you're getting about 45, $40, nothing. So when you're in there for life, you're like, man, fuck this. I ain't gonna pay the big dog. To people that have been a victim to violence, no disrespect, but it's what it is. It's the truth. Anyhow, so restitution takes a big bite out of the pocket. And now if you don't pay it in there, if you have a date, you come out. Parole works with you where you gotta make your payments. And if you don't make your payments, you're bound to violate probation or parole, and it puts you back to where you started. Housing, there you got GR now that you could go apply. They give you $200 of food stamps, and I think cash. If you're homeless, you get hot meals. I don't really know how that works, but you could look into your local general relief agency. Also, you go to Cal Jobs, and they also have a bunch of jobs lined up, and they have a list of companies that hire ex-convicts, people on parole, probation. They don't discriminate. It's a different day, so trying to put an end to this video. A topic on Gate Bunny. Well, from a personal experience, I have 3 terms. I'm not bragging, just the truth. Unfortunately, I slipped and got caught up and did some time, and been out almost 3 years, and hey, doing all right, getting by. Gracias. Adios. Anyhow, I remember back in my first term, I did 16 months with half. I paroled with $200. Híjole. That was what, 2002. I wasn't really responsible. I was still running the mug. Came out, turned up, came out with a big head, and went straight to a barrio, gangbanging. And imagine, correct me if I'm wrong. Got a gate pickup, and that saved me, bus ticket, train ticket. I got someone to send me dress out, so that sent me some feria. So, I try to waste at least feria so I could have a little more to pistear, go eat. That's your mentality when you're young and dumb. Second term, I did was fighting live. I ended up picking up a good deal, and I settled for 10 on one case, 4 years on the other one. They ran it concurrent. I went upstate. 85% I maxed out, so I will. I got a gate pickup as well, so that saved me some feria. But at that time, I paroled to my jefitas, so I had a support system.
I had somewhere to stay, being the fact that I was gone for so long. I was told that I had a room. I didn't have to worry about bills. I didn't have to worry about trying to look for a job because they understood slow-paced world, the transition of coming into a fast-paced world. It wasn't easy. Have everything put right in front of you. Food, your highlights around the corner. Everything's supervised and it's a controlled environment. So I had a transition. So the support system, it's a plus, believe that. Imagine if you don't have it equally. I had it tough. I was told I had a place to stay, but when I got out, everything, they told me otherwise. So at the end of the day, I got picked up. Fortunately, I have a few good camaradas that looked out, every now and then, but I'm the type that I don't like to bother people. I don't like to ask for things or borrow things. I don't like to be a burden to my family or homies. So anyhow, I'm a hustler myself, so in there, you tend to tattoo, draw, whatever you could flip. Anyhow, so my last term, I got a gate picked up. My wife, who at that time was my girlfriend, my jefita, picked me up. We went to eat. I had $200. That's when I got to I got to meet that JPay debit card, and yeah, $200 went like this, full blast. Serio. Third term, got a gate picked up. I got a gate pickup. I got my dress out sent in, so that saved me money. Didn't have to worry about wasting money on bus ride, train, nor buying some pants or a t-shirt to parole with. Got picked up and I went to eat. From there, like I said, this time around I didn't have a support system. The last minute, people backed up. I didn't have nowhere to stay. I had to figure something out. Luckily, at the time, my girlfriend, they offered me a place to stay, and it was tough. It was rough, but I pulled it through. Little by little. But $200 didn't take me long ways. I think they were gone on the second day. That JPay debit card, man, you get charged to withdraw money, and after so often there's fees to this, to that, and it's all gone. As far as that bill going up to the legislative committee, I think it'll be a good thing. $2,500, a little bit over $2,500. I know you're gonna have people that are gonna vote for a yes, and people are gonna vote for a no, because you always have these negative people that are gonna always say, well, they're gonna waste that money on drugs. They're gonna go straight to the dope man. They're gonna drink. They're gonna party. They're gonna live that luxurious. They're gonna live that baller life for a day or two, whatnot. Which is true. Haters ain't lying. They're keeping it real. But you got the individuals that are gonna do something about it. That are gonna use that money to do something productive. Something beneficial for their lives, for their freedom, because they're tired of going back to prison. They need that second chance.
Yeah!
So those of you that are involved with your community committees, or I don't know how that works, but you're able to vote, go and follow what's on your heart. Some of you have family members that are busted, that are doing time. Some of you could relate and understand. Some of us maybe don't have a clue and want to go against it. But I was thinking another thing that people could do is, okay, let's approve that bill for $2,500. $200 ain't gonna help. It's not gonna help. It's not gonna cut it. That ain't shit. That's a slap in the face.
Ew.
But I tell you, okay, let's not be worried about these individuals mishandling their money. So therefore, give them $200 to parole with on that debit card or whatnot. But once they report a parole, which most people do, parole, probation, the parole officer or probation officer are gonna supervise that money and how they're gonna spend it. They gotta show proof and, okay, well, I need 100, I need two more 100, I need gas money, I'm gonna go for a job interview, I need to buy some clothes, I got a place to stay, or I need money to go stay at a motel. I mean, all that could be supervised. Not bad, huh? That's a good idea, I think. For those people that are not responsible yet to administer their money. Hey, that's what the parole agent's for. So I say we bump that money up, man. Raza, people, gente, everybody out there, man, let's get together and make this happen. $200 back in 1973, it probably did something. But we're in 2022. Deuce. That ain't cutting it. Anyhow, gate money, the topic of the day. Don't forget to subscribe, like, por favor, drop a comment, say you to your homie over here. And much love and respect. Plazo Tlamate for the view. And hey, see you guys later, man. Let's go out with the band. Que no vámonos reshoot.
Count time, win, dog.